Hi, this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Review. Well, it seems every time I want to make this thing shorter, it ends up getting longer. But if you'll just give me a couple minutes, I want to teach you what I think is probably the most important lesson I've learned and have been teaching, and I don't think it could come at a better time. You see, we're heading into an election year, and we've got a major shift in demographics. And Forbes had a really good article out saying, don't let the demographic destruction, right, become your destiny on your retirement. And here's why that's important. If we've got about 80 million boomers between pretty much 55 and 80 retiring, in fact, between 55 and 76, it's predicted there's over 73 million people that will be retiring at the tune of about 10,400 or more every day. And that's going to happen for a long, long time, folks. But I want you to think about two real key important points. We boomers are the first generation in history that have to self-insure our own retirement. We don't have the old three-legged stool philosophy back like our parents or our grandparents may have had, where we had a promised employer-paid pension that was not predicated on what the stock market did with its rising and falling all over the place. We also had a bank that we could rely on that it didn't have these crazy risks that they take today, where they could give real respectful returns, 6, 7, 8, 9% on our money, some double digits back in the day that some of us remember. And we had a very stable Social Security Administration because we had far fewer polling than the number of people paying in. And today, Social Security is at risk of having a cut of about 21%, it's projected, just within basically the next decade and a half, if not sooner. So we've got to really protect ourselves and build our own protected and stable pension. The second is we boomers are the first generation in history that will have many of us living more years in retirement than the number of years we worked. And this is where Bill and Susan come in, both in their 164, 160, both have parents, one mother at 92 and one at 97. And they said, look, we see the devastation of a longevity life. We see the rising cost of inflation and how our mothers have not had their assets keep up with that. We've seen obviously the rising cost of healthcare. We've seen this, and we don't want this to be our destiny based on leaving this type of destruction to our own two daughters. And we've lost, they said, Chuck, 50% twice in the last 20 years, right? 2001 and 2, loss of 50%. 2008, early 2009, another 50%. And many of them, they and many of you have shared with me, Chuck, we can't afford to take another even minor hit. Right? We've got to protect what we have. So the demographic destruction of retirement is all based on not letting that become your destiny, of letting demographics drive the success or unsuccessful outcome of the type of retirement you can have or not have. And I want to teach you this coming Tuesday, how you can actually remove the uncertainty, right? It's now, Forbes has called this current time period the most maximum time of economic uncertainty in our market's history. You've got the top money managers in the world saying, seek caution, get protected. And you've got the top Nobel Prize winning portfolio managers with 30 to 60 years of track record that have dropped their risk in half just in this last quarter, knowing that we're going into an election year. Folks, let me teach you how you can have upside without downside. Get your serious retirement savings safe. Don't let demographics dictate the type of retirement you'll have. Simply go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com, and log on and learn from my educational wealth protection webinar, where I'll teach you from my books how people have been able to build their best retirement and how to not let demographics have a negative destruction on your financial future. Simply go to retirementprotected.com and register. It's complimentary, but you've got to register because spaces fill up quickly. Folks, it's your money. Let me leave you with one final thought. Retirement has completely changed. Everyone focuses on accumulation, very few on decumulation. And it's the decumulation strategies that will support you having more, living more, and leaving more. Retirementprotected.com.